Sometimes we get confused about which modal verb to use in what instance. It's very normal, right? We're not sure which one to use. Today we're going to be taking a further look into modal verbs. So today we're looking at will, would, may, might, and must. Now these verbs can be used in many different instances, and so we're going to look at all those different instances and back them up with examples. This is part 2. I did part 1 a few days ago, so you might want to check out part 1 if you can't find any of the modal verbs here. We're going to jump right into will. Will can be used to talk about what's going to happen in the future, especially something that you're certain about, or something that you've planned, or something that is planned. For example, Ashley will be 10 years old in June, right? So when June hits, Ashley is going to turn 10. That's certain. The train leaves at 9 a.m. So we'll be in Paris by noon. So it's planned that the train is going to leave by 9 a.m. And so it's also planned that we'll be in Paris by noon. It won't be easy to find another finance manager. So apparently this company lost their finance manager, and they're saying that it's going to be tough for them to get the person's replacement. It's also used to talk about what something or someone is able or willing to do. This lasagna will feed 10 people, right? It's going to feed 10 people. I'll give you a lift or a ride. The car won't start, right? The car won't start. Will is also used to ask someone to do something, to request for something. Will you give me her phone number? Will you give this jacket to Jack when you see him? Jacket to Jack. Okay, that's interesting. Will you give this jacket to Jack when you see him? Will is also used as a polite way when you're inviting someone to do something or offering something to someone. Will you join us for a cup of tea or a cup of coffee? You'll have some pizza, won't you, Dave? You'll have some pizza, won't you, Dave? Will is used in conditional sentences with if. If he does that again, I'll be upset. Will is used to refer to or talk about something that is very likely. That'll be Jamie at the door. Will is also used when you're angry and you want to tell someone to do something. Will you stop being such a pain? It is also used when referring to something that always happens or that usually happens. Fruits will keep longer in the fridge or refrigerator. Now, moving on to would. Would is used to refer to future time from the point of view of the past. They said they would meet their parents tomorrow. What time would it be convenient for you to stop by? Would is used to refer to an intention from the point of view of the past. They promised that they would help. I asked him to lend me some money, but he said he wouldn't. Would is used to refer to a situation that you can imagine happening. I'd go myself, but I'm busy babysitting. Would is also used in conditional sentences. What would you do if you won the lottery? It is also used in polite requests and offers. Would you like to come with me to the event? It is used to talk about what someone was willing to do or what something was able to do. The car wouldn't start this morning. It's also used to talk about things in the past that happened usually, or that happened often or always. He would always stop by to say hi on his way from work. He would always stop by to say hi on his way from work. It's used to say that what has happened is expected because it is typical, especially of a person's behavior. Mary called to say that she's not attending anymore. She would. She always has an excuse. Would is used to express an opinion in a polite way, in a very polite manner, without being forceful. I would think we need to speak to the principal about his recent behavior. Would is also used after I when giving advice. I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. It is also used after why when asking or giving the reason for something. Why would anyone want to eat something so horrible? Would is also used to refer to something that's very likely. The guy on the phone sounded like your brother, Paul. And we're going to jump over to may. May is used to express possibility. There may be other facts that we don't know about. I may see you tomorrow before leaving. May is used to ask or give permission. At my local library, you may borrow up to 10 books at a time. Hi, my name is Patricia. How may I help you? May is used to introduce a wish or a hope. May you have a long, fruitful, and happy marriage. May is used to make a suggestion or suggest a possibility in a polite way. You may want to eat a heavy breakfast before setting off for your trip or for the trip. Now we're jumping over to might. Might is the past simple of may, and it's used when reporting what someone thought or what they have said or what they asked for. I brought him some food because I thought he might be starving. It is also used to express the possibility that something will happen or something might be done, or that something is true, although not very likely. I might come over for a visit next year. Might is used as a more polite form of may when asking for a question. Might I ask a question? I wonder if I might pay him a visit before we leave town. Might is also used to make a suggestion or suggest something in a polite way. I thought you might want to join us for a night out. It is used to suggest, especially angrily, what someone should do to be pleasant or correct. I asked him if they'll be home this evening. You might have asked his wife first. It's used to introduce a statement that is different from the one you want to make in order to compare the two. I might prefer a quiet night at home, but my friends want to go out and party. Must, so we're jumping over to must, is used to indicate that it is necessary or important for something to happen in the present or the future. You must get some sleep. Must I sign this form? You mustn't show this agreement to anyone else, right? It's confidential. If you say that you must do something, you mean that you strongly intend to do something in the future. I must call my mother. Must is used for emphasis, to emphasize. I must say, you look absolutely gorgeous. If you tell someone that they must do something, you're emphasizing that you think it is a good idea to do it. We must meet for lunch soon. Must is used to show that something is probable, likely, or certain to be true. Harry has been working all day. He must be exhausted. You must know Frank, don't you? No, I don't.